everyone, I'm Lucy Trigobenko and welcome to the Urban Realty Show, a program where we show you the hottest properties around the city and you pick the one that suits you best. And of course it is the holiday season and that's why I welcome you to our City VIP event. A social event where we invite our friends and viewers to come and hang out and talk about living, lifestyle, and of course to have some fun. All right, joining me here are the hosts of City VIP, Yossi Kaplan and Rabil Khan. Thank you for joining me tonight.
It's a pleasure. Hello.
So how are you guys feeling tonight? I mean, what a great turnout. Lots of hot, beautiful people. They're your customers, friends, our viewers. Tell me, why did you guys decide to throw a party like this?
That's our annual holiday party, and we do it once a year, sometime in December. Last year we had it at the Cosmopolitan. It was kind of busy, and we found this place. It's larger, and it's great.
And we are downtown, and we are talking real estate tonight, of course. We wouldn't be without it. So tell me, why do you think the downtown location of living is essential to your lifestyle?
Well, it's all about the lifestyle, right? It's all about basically you're close to everything, all the amenities. You've got the shopping, you've got the nightlife, you've got the entertainment, you've got restaurants. It's all about, a complete lifestyle. It's all about, being green. You're not driving from the suburbs, wasting energy resources and everything. So that's what it is.
And what about suburbs? Are you saying that suburbs aren't good necessarily for lifestyle and fun and socializing?
Well, our focus is on the downtown, so we don't really deal a lot with the suburb. If you need to live in a suburb, you will. And but for the urban realty, we stay in here in the core.
And let's talk about commercial real estate. I mean, as a restaurant owner, a boutique owner, of course it costs a lot more money to rent something or buy something downtown Toronto, but why is it more beneficial as opposed to doing it somewhere uptown?
Downtown is where the people are, is where the traffic is where the density is. So everybody comes downtown.
When it comes to commercial real estate, how does a restaurant owner or a boutique owner, how do they benefit from having something here downtown Toronto as opposed to renting or buying a place uptown?
Well, commercial real estate is all about numbers, right? Your downtown is more saturated, interest rates are low, cap rates are good for commercial real estate. So your chances of, as a business owner, investing in commercial real estate, your place being leased, or as a tenant leasing a space and having that enhanced business because you're downtown, is much, much higher as being opposed to somewhere, let's say, in suburbs or something. So.
And we are in Roosevelt Room tonight, and it is located at St. Peters. So tell me, how does this business benefit from being right in the center of downtown?
Tonight is an after-work party, so we wanted to make sure that everyone can come to our event quickly. And what's best is to locate the event exactly where everybody works, which is right here in the core. So the properties we sell are in the core, our investors all want to buy in the core, and our clients and friends are in the core. So we just keep it all in the core.
And of course, with living style and area, it affects your dating life, your social life, your fashion sense. Tell me, how does that all incorporate in one?
I got one thing to say to that. I love Toronto. It is everything for everyone in this city, and that's what's so beautiful about this city.
Joining me here is Katie and Nicole. Welcome, girls, and you're looking lovely tonight.
Thank you.
Now, we are celebrating this holiday season, but let's get back to your lifestyle, the way, where you live, how you live. Tell me a little bit about that.
I live downtown. I work with Yossi. I'm a buyer agent for Harvey Kallis. I just pretty much work all the time and party.
And what about you?
I actually live in Richmond Hill, and I'm also an agent.
Well, here we go. What a contrast, a downtown girl and suburbs girl. So let's talk about your lifestyle and its differences. How does a location of your home base affect your lifestyle?
It just impacts everything. I mean, for even events like this, you just hop in a cab, you're downtown already. That's why the downtown condo life's amazing.
And what about you? What do you have to say for that?
I deal with a lot more homes. Condos are a totally different world to me, so it's definitely different in every aspect.
So I guess it just depends on the person and what it is you like to do and how you like to do things, right?
Exactly. It's all personal preference for sure.
Now, what is the location where you live downtown?
I live on Queens Quay.
Queens Quay, so you live right by the water.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
All right, three beautiful ladies are joining me here right now. What are your names?
Evelina.
Sarah. Kemi.
Okay, guys, so thank you so much for coming to our City VIP event. Now, I want to know, what do you guys do for a living?
I own a home staging company called Lux Staging Inc. And it's actually a brand new company that just launched in August of 2009.
Oh, very perfect. So we have lots to talk about with you. Now, what about you, ladies?
I'm actually involved with Lux Staging as well as a partner with Evelina, and it's staging homes for resale. So we're just really trying to get things going right now.
Phases, so we're still trying to market the business slowly, trying to get our name out there, hence being here tonight.
Very nice. And Alberti told me that you own furnishing?
I manage a furniture store.
Furniture store, perfect. So you guys are the experts when it comes to, you know, the living situation and the living areas and how it affects your lifestyle. So let's talk a little bit about that. Where do you guys live?
Where do we live? We live in the Toronto area.
Downtown?
East, and then the East End. Yeah, and well, she lives downtown. I live on the East End, kind of all over the place.
And what about you?
Same thing. I live on here, like Toronto, downtown Toronto, on Christian Dupont.
Okay, so do you guys think that your living area affect your lifestyle? And how?
Well, it does, but most of my life is downtown. I mean, everything I do is downtown. I just live and sleep there, but I mean, everything I do is involved around downtown. So.
And what about you, ladies?
Yes, I live downtown as well, and I do believe that based on where you live, you do have a different lifestyle needs based on your space. You know, downtown is very, very small living, very small square footage. Therefore, there are a lot more reasons to implement storage solutions, and also for resale, there's a lot of condos being flipped often, so that's where we come into play, neutralizing the decor and trying to make it easier for the seller.
Yeah, and it's very true now with the areas that condos supply here downtown. They're really small, so you're very limited to how much furniture you can fit in one place. So as an expert, when it comes to furniture, tell us what are the tricks about making the small space look big?
Well, you're just gonna have to manage depending on the furniture that you have. So you can't really put a big furniture into a small place. So you have to really look at it and see how it fits.
And what are some, I know that there's some like sliding tables or chairs that just can come out of nowhere. Is there something like that in the market that you can just, you know, fold and take out?
Just more functional, you mean? Yeah, nowadays they actually have something like that they make that you can actually spread a table and you can shrink them as well depending how many people that you're gonna have in your place.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's more beneficial living on the East End, having a bigger space, and yet commuting back and forth from downtown, or living downtown in a small area but yet having an exposure to the lifestyle where you can just walk places?
Well, at first I thought living on the East End, having a 1,200 square foot condo was the way to go. But I mean, having to commute back and forth, you know, every couple hours downtown, I'm actually planning on buying a condo downtown. Because it's like I don't spend much time at home. I'm usually out and about, you know, socializing and just being out and about and working. So I think being downtown is more efficient.
And I feel like with the, you know, the prices for gas these days, insurance and all that, that accumulates and almost it's worth the money to pay for a location downtown. What do you think?
I believe it's completely conducive to your lifestyle. I mean, if you are downtown a lot or you work downtown, you like the nightlife, I think it definitely makes more sense that you are in the downtown core. If you're starting a family or someone that maybe doesn't mingle as much, then obviously it would make more sense for them to live on the, you know, on the outskirts. But
and of course, living downtown means being exposed to lots and lots of boys. And are you guys single?
As of now, yes.
Oh, everybody seems to be single right before the Christmas holidays. And what about you?
yes, I'm single, yes.
Yes, I am.
Okay, 3 single ladies, gentlemen, you're very lucky tonight. So let's talk about dating and the living area. How does that affect your social life, you know, meeting someone special?
I believe it really does affect your dating life. I mean, when you're downtown, you tend to be out a lot more. You're a lot more exposed to the social life as opposed to living on, you know, in the suburban area. And yeah, it's definitely more exciting, definitely more opportunity to meet.
I'm lucky enough to be joined by Brian. He is the mortgage rep. So if a person wants a mortgage for a house or a condo, they come to you, right?
Right, absolutely.
You're the guy that we should be friends with, correct?
Absolutely.
Now, what does a person need to get a mortgage?
There's a couple things that they need. They really, it's to me, before they even do that, they gotta have the dream, right? So, and my job as a mortgage specialist is one, show them how to get a mortgage. But my real job is to show them how to get rid of the mortgage. So there's some things that they want to do, and they want to have some discussions about what their financial goals are, what they're looking for, and that my job is to help them fulfill those goals, right?
All right. So, of course, you have to have a full-time job to get a mortgage. That's
Not necessarily. You can actually have part-time jobs. You can be self-employed. You can have. It's all about. It's not just about your income. It's not just about the thing. It's about making the whole package work for the individual. And sometimes it's individuals that actually their job is to buy properties, right? So if they buy a condo or they're looking to do it, they turn around and rent it out. That creates a job for them, right? So they become income for it. That's my job, is to make sure to put it together.
very nice. So, of course, you know, to get a mortgage, you get a condo or a house. And, you know, tonight the topic of the event is buying property in the area where you want to create a lifestyle for yourself. So how do you feel the living area affect your lifestyle?
Well, living area is absolutely critical because it's exactly what you do. It is where you spend your time sleeping, your activities, it's your social life, it is your friends and family. That's why it's so critical to talk to your realtor like Yossi and really get what you're looking for and find exactly what it is. And it becomes part of the whole experience.
And I mean, of course, when it comes down to picking a living area and, you know, looking at the prices of the property that you're looking to buy, living somewhere uptown is a lot cheaper than living somewhere downtown. So what do you tell people when they come and they say, you know, I don't know what to do, I don't know how, like, what space I want, how much mortgage?
So there's some things, like the mortgage side is what I would deal with and say, this is what you're qualified for, but let's talk about what you really is important for you. Whether it's short-term, long-term, or things. What someone would buy today is not necessarily what they're going to need in 3 years' time. People get married, they have kids, all of a sudden their lifestyle changes. So really they need to work with their realtor to find out what is the right area for me at this present time and what is it going to be in 3 or 4 years' time, right? It's what are they going to get the maximum return on their investment, right?
Okay, so yeah, talking about return on the investment, you know, a lot of people, they want to buy something today and flip it in 2 years. Is that something that you warn them about? Should they wait longer than 2 or 3 years?
No, absolutely. There's no better time than now. And if you can find the right opportunity with the right at the right cost, now is the time to jump in, because time is money, and the more it sits on the sidelines, it's not working for you. So if you are doing the investments, now is the time to buy. You get in there, you buy the house, and then you turn around and flip it, and when your lifestyle changes.
I mean, it is the time of recession, and for some people it is the best time to buy stuff, but for some people they can't even afford the mortgage. So what do you tell your clients about that hard time?
But then there's different things that we can do. It's not just about having a 25-year amortization. There's a lot of things that a specialist can do to really help you out. Extend the amortization, lower the interest rate, look at different options. A mortgage is not a mortgage. There's so many different options that come into it that are going to play on what you're going to do with it. You may choose a shorter term to lower your interest rate, which may affect your cash flow. You may turn around and rent it, and so there's some things that you're going to do to actually generate revenue for yourself.
Very nice. I mean, all this information is very powerful for people like me, myself, young people that don't really know how to get a mortgage, what to buy, where to go. So what would your advice be to all the young viewers out there as far as buying a place, getting a mortgage?
Is to talk to the professionals. Don't rely on your friends because they really don't know. There's a lot of misinformation that's out there, and talk to a professional. Talk to your realtor, work with a professional, talk to your mortgage specialist, they can help you out. Those are the people. Talk to your financial planner, talk to your banker. They're all part of the process. And talk to your lawyer, right? You're going to need some things that are going to happen that are going to affect your way to do it. And you want to start that path and do your research, find the right things, and then you can become an informed consumer to buy the right place.
I think that's a really good advice, and I mean, research is the key thing, because a lot of people feel like going to professionals like real estate agents, they're looking to get your money and make their commission. So what do you say to that?
I say that's absolutely not true. They're actually working for you because they're not just looking at you for one. A proper realtor is not looking for that first transaction. They're looking at you to be your realtor for life. You're going to move probably 5-6 times in your lifetime. You want that realtor for those 5-6 times.
And you want to establish that good relationship. Now, let's put the business aside and talk about fun. How does living area affect your social life and your dating life?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I live in the downtown core, and one of the things that I always find is that, you know what, I can meet people in my building. I can go out for restaurants. I can walk. with the advent of the social concerns in today's lifestyles, being in a market where you can actually walk to places, you avoid things that may, like drinking and driving and all those things. Being able to walk and have it, it creates a much better environment. You get to come to events, you can walk to it, you can enjoy your time and get away pretty quickly.
The rumor has it that Santa is in the city, and joining me is Jacqueline.
Hello, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Tell me, what brings you here tonight?
Well, like you said, Santa is in the city thanks to generous donations from the folks in here tonight. What we're doing is we're raising money to help local kids in need have a Christmas. Normally, these children would go without. They are very disadvantaged, definitely living in poverty, but also physically disabled, mentally disadvantaged, and we're trying to raise money to answer their Christmas wishes.
Where do you live, and how does your living space affect your social life?
I live right downtown at King and Bathurst. I bought it about 4 years ago, and it's changed everything. It's such a community.
So true.
I can't get enough of it, and it came up from out of nowhere. It was an industrial space, and then all of a sudden, everybody around turned it into like an instant community. And I was wondering how it was going to come together. The kind of character we've been able to establish in the King West Liberty Village is that of a community that's been around for a long time. And what that says is that the folks who've moved in there are just all about being neighborly and all about creating that sense of small town within a big city. I love it. I love every minute of it.
And that's awesome that you say that, because I remember 4 years ago there was one club, one restaurant on King Street, and it seemed so far away from the actual downtown core. But now, as you said, it's a little community. Now tell me, what does it tell the younger generation who are looking to invest into new property about, getting their hands on certain areas and just grabbing onto it and making money off it?
I think, in short, it says trust your realtor. They know. I mean, there are people that are living there that bought based on the vision of realtors that were on the pulse of what was going to be up and coming. So when somebody kind of takes you to that far-off alleyway and says, tomorrow this is going to be outstanding, trust your realtor. They know.
Okay, guys, so for all the viewers out there, if they would like to follow up with your events and, of course, the real estate, where can they go? So we'll start with the City VIP.
Yeah. Well, for our City VIP website is cityvip1.com. It's City VIP letter number 1.com. It's basically a social club where you can join, you can find out all the social events that are happening in the city, and as a member you get invitation and you can always have the first access to all the hottest parties in the city.
And I must say, here today there's bankers, lawyers, fashion people, art people, people from real estate, business. So it's a very great networking base, and people, are socializing, having fun, hooking up, you never know. And now let's go to the real estate. If people want to buy commercial real estate or just a home for themselves, where do they go?
Right, so they can go to www.urbanrealtytoronto.com, and that's where they find out about the condos, the investments, all the hot deals. And if they want to find out about the high-end properties, they're going to go to www.yorkvilleluxuryrealestate.com.
Well, guys, there you have it. What an amazing party, thanks to the City VIP. And I must say, we met a lot of good people here tonight, heard a lot of useful information, and, of course, had a blast. So thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I'm Lucy Chukubenko. See you next time. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.